So, you think you know the animal kingdom? Well, we've got a quiz here that stumps just about everybody. We're about to find out if you're in that top 1%.
Okay, the rules are super simple. You've got 10 questions, and believe me, they get harder as we go. Most people get stuck right around question number 7. You'll get 5 seconds for each question, so keep track of your score. You ready to prove you're an animal genius? Let's get started.
All right, first question's on the board, and we're starting with a classic. You've got 5 seconds. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. What'd you pick?
If you pick cheetah, you are correct. That's 1 point for you. And get this, it can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in under 3 seconds. That's faster than a lot of supercars. It's just a perfect example of an animal built for one thing, and one thing only, pure speed. Okay, hopefully you're 1 for 1. Let's switch it up now, from speed to, well, endurance. Which mammal has the longest pregnancy? Your 5 seconds starts now.
The answer is the amazing elephant. Their pregnancies last for a mind-blowing 22 months. Can you even imagine that? That incredibly long time is absolutely essential for their big, complex brains to develop.
All right, this one might actually catch you off guard. They're huge, they're powerful, but one of them just can't get off the ground. What do you think?
It's the elephant again. You know, their legs are basically an engineering masterpiece, built like giant pillars to hold up all that weight. But the trade-off for all that stability is that they just don't have that spring in their step needed to jump. Okay, time for a real brain teaser, literally. When you look at the brain-to-body size ratio, which animal takes the cake? I'll give you a hint. The answer is probably not what you're thinking.
Would you believe it? The answer is the ant. This chart really shows you how wild it is. A human brain is about 1/40th of our body mass, which is pretty good. But for some ants, their brain is a massive 1/7 of their entire body. That's just an unbelievable piece of natural engineering.
Okay, for question number 5, we're going to leave dry land behind and dive deep into the ocean. This one's about one of the most alien-like creatures you can find on this planet. Yep, the answer is 3. And you can see here, it's actually a super smart system. It has 2 hearts that just focus on pumping blood through the gills to load it up with oxygen. Then the third, bigger heart takes over and pumps that oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. How cool is that? All right, we are halfway through. How's your score looking? Go ahead, drop it in the comments right now. And hey, if you're cruising along with a perfect score, just you wait. The expert round starts right now. For this one, you really have to think about the animal's body. Which one on this list would need some seriously powerful blood pressure just to function? Of course, it's the giraffe. I mean, think about it. It's a pure physics problem. To get blood all the way up that ridiculously long neck to its brain, it needs blood pressure that's more than double what a human has. It's an incredible adaptation that keeps them from passing out every time they lift their head. Okay, listen closely to this one. The keywords here are true powered flight. This is the question that gets almost everyone. You think you know it? The only correct answer here is the vet. Now, animals like flying squirrels are amazing, but they're gliders. They're basically falling with style. Bats are the only mammals that can actually power themselves through the air by flapping their wings to create lift. Ooh, this is a tough one. We are deep in expert territory now for sure. Of all the thousands of mammal species on Earth, only 2 of them lay eggs. Can you name them? If you said the echidna and the platypus, you should give yourself a huge pat on the back. Seriously, these 2 creatures are what's known as monotremes, and they're basically living fossils that give us a peek into what the earliest mammals were like. Okay, this next one sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but I swear, it's a real animal. Which one of these creatures has not 1, not 2, but 32 brains? What do you think? I know it's hard to believe, but the answer is the leech. Now, hold on, it's not 32 brains like ours. Its body is made of 32 separate segments, and each and every one of those segments has its own little mini brain that controls it. It's like a totally distributed computer network. How wild is that? And here we are, the final question. And we saved a truly bizarre one for last. One of these animals has a defense mechanism that belongs in a horror movie. Which one is it? The answer is the horned lizard. This might just be the most hardcore defense in all of nature. It actually cuts off the blood flow from its own head, builds up the pressure,
and then shoots a stream of blood right out of the corner of its eyes. And it's not just for shock value. The blood tastes awful to predators, so it's a very effective way of saying, "Get away from me."
And that is it. The quiz is officially over. So, how'd you do? Count them up, check your score against the board, and find your rank. Are you an animal novice, an animal fan, an expert, or did you get a perfect 10 and join that elite 1% as a certified genius?
Let us know what you scored and what your rank is down in the comments. And hey, while you're down there, we want to learn something from you. What is the wildest, most surprising animal fact you know? If you had a good time with this challenge, make sure you subscribe.